You want us to help liberate the capital?
With Ruhr and Berea silent, we have a firm foothold to take back Heimdall. If we don't seize the moment before the year is up, there's every chance the war will drag on even longer as a result.
Fighting is still brutal as ever in western Erebonia. But if the Nortia and Kreutzen provincial armies keep their word not to interfere, we may be able to turn the war around.
That does sound like the best chance we'll ever get. But I still have doubts.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We have no intention of taking an active role in the war.
We simply wish to fulfill our duties as military academy students.
That sounds perfectly fine to me.
We aren't asking you to fight on the front lines to retake the city. Rather, we would like you, the students of Thor's military academy, to liberate one very specific location.
Yeah?
And where might that be?
I'll be the one explaining that.
You're here too?
You're from the intelligence division. Huh. Hi, Elector. Long time no see. You back from Crossbell?
Yep, the most pressing problem over there is all taken care of now. So I was finally able to access the intelligence division's network again.
Wait a second. Most pressing problem? What happened over there?
Oh, you know, that Azure tree is gone. There was a ton of confusion after its disappearance, but President Kreuz has been arrested, and things are beginning to calm down.
We had no idea.
I remember feeling an incredible amount of mana from that tree.
Whatever happened there, it's obvious Ouroboros was involved.
Regardless of how it came to happen, the fact remains. Crossbell is of no danger to us now. Yet with that comes new dangers on the horizon.
What do you mean, Dad?
Now that Crossbell is no longer a threat, there's every chance the Calvard Republic might make a move, is that correct?
The Republic still has its own share of chaos as a result of their economic crisis and terrorism. But now that there's an opening to take Crossbell, we've no doubt they will recover sooner rather than later.
And without Gorelia Fortress to serve as an effective deterrent, there's always the possibility they could use Crossbell as a staging area to launch a military incursion into Erebonia.
As a result, our primary concern is ending this war as soon as possible. And we could use your assistance in bringing it to an ever swifter conclusion.
I understand the situation.
In that case, where is this specific location that you'd like us to liberate?
That would be the Corel Imperial Villa.
Hey, isn't that...
That's the Imperial family's villa on the outskirts of the city, right?
Are you suggesting that my family is at the villa?
We believe your assumption to be correct, Your Highness. The Intelligence Division has established that His Imperial Majesty and the rest of your family have been imprisoned there. Lady Elise Schwarzer and Imperial Governor Regnitz are also with them.
Dad's there too?
They've been there this whole time?
It's close to the capital, but it's surrounded on all sides by cliffs and the like. That makes it the perfect place to keep VIPs hidden away.
Exactly. The only way to access it via land is a special train that runs from Heimdall Station, and that is currently heavily secured by the Imperial Guard. However, were your party to use the Courageous to fly there, you should be able to get inside.
I think you already know our answer.
Yeah, I'm in.
If you say they're there, Lecter, then they're there.
It's not much different from liberating Ruhr or the Twin Dragons Bridge, if we think of it like rescuing someone related to us.
Indeed. While the Imperial family is naturally of great importance, rescuing a member of the Board of Directors fits our motives to a T.
And we've always seen it as our duty to help those related to the Academy.
Guess that settles that.
Thank you.
Well, aren't we being humble?
This is what friends do. To think these kids would turn out to be so dependable. You're telling me. They're almost dazzling.
Your Highness, may we have your permission to move forward? Yes, by all means. I, Alfin Rice Arner, humbly request that you carry out this mission. Very well, Your Highness. Students of Thor's Military Academy, I hereby declare that we shall dedicate our all to the liberation of the Corel Imperial Villa. You're not planning on standing here alone the whole night, are you? Who knows? I'm guessing she's over in the literature club's room. One of the second years dragged her off. Something about checking if any of her precious book collection had vanished. Oh, well, whatever you end up doing tonight, make it count. With both Vita and Ouroboros involved, you haven't seen the worst this war has to offer. The hardest part's yet to come. And you don't want to face your friend in the goofy bandana weighed down by regrets, do you? Being nice to every girl you run into. Try treating someone special for once. Surely there's someone who fits that description better than me. This could be the last night you have to enjoy before everything goes to hell. Go and walk around a bit already. Oh, and go pay Valimar a visit too. Honestly, anyone with half a brain could have figured that out. Why do I have to be the one to tell you?
Not a problem. Perhaps you and your friends have influenced me to some degree. Each and every one of you have come a long way to take this place back. I simply wish for you to be able to dedicate this evening to celebrating that achievement. I've been working to gradually recover my memories over time, and while still fragmented, I am now able to recollect specific memories from my past. Correct. I went to sleep 250 years, 128 days ago, and my previous Awakener was a man known as Drykel's Rice Arner. I believe you resonated with the memories that reside within the proving grounds. Drykel's visited the spirit shrines as you did. In each one, he obtained the same ore with which to forge his weapon, advanced upon the same capital, and it was there, with many allies at his side, that he laid the war to rest in one final confrontation. He was an open-minded, composed, and driven man, full of bravery and daring, and in some ways, an enigma. Yet for those he met, he was ever kind and merciful. He had dignity in measure with his stature, and still at times, one could see in his eyes the glimmer of a child's. There is little need in striving to be something you are not. Since my awakening, I have watched over you. I have seen you grow as a person. Drykel's found success in playing to his strengths. You, though different, possess strengths no less great. Just as he attracted his own supporters, so too have you gained those who would choose to stand by your side and no other. Take pride in those who become your sword, for not even kings can buy the loyalty you have earned. I shall do all within my power.
I am the man I am today because of my brother. He gave me everything I have, taught me everything I know. He was the one who taught me how to behave as a noble should, taught me to raise horses, trained me as a swordsman. I was always looking up at him, as if he were some sort of celestial being shining in the sky above. So the idea that I could cross swords with him on equal footing and emerge victorious always struck me as absurd. But not anymore. For all their riches, power, and influence, even the greatest noble is human, and they can fall like anyone else. My father always treated me with scorn. I was forever doomed to be the bastard child. But I always tried to act a noble. I suppose I did so out of some sense of duty towards my late mother. But as I spent more time with you, Regnitz, and our other classmates, my very perception of nobility changed. I found myself wanting to discover what it truly means to be proud of one's nobility. I can, and I will, surpass my brother, not in order to justify the title given to me at birth, but in order to demonstrate the pride I have in myself as myself. And with you, my finest friend at my side, I know that I can accomplish that. Perhaps your numerous heart-to-hearts and endless supply of passionate speeches have finally rubbed off on me. No matter how this war ends, our position as nobles will likely never be the same again. Regardless of what happens to this nation, we will always have our pride. That should never change. That goes without saying. I can't have you embarrassing me now, can I?
students have gathered.
Understood.
Don't you worry. We'll take good care of them.
Just leave him to us.
May Adios and Dreichels the Lionheart be with you all. And please, come back here safe and unharmed. Our objective is to rescue His Majesty the Emperor, as well as those who were captured with him. Everyone, move out!
Right!
minutes remaining! All students, assume your positions!
Fourth Armored Division, charge! Third Armored Division, advance!
Left flank! Fire a barrage to cover your retreat!
Do not cower! We have the advantage! Very well, Black Whirlwind! Then witness the spirit of the Imperial Army! Onwards, Nightheart!
Roger that, General.
That's enough of your childish taunts. Swords have their place in the world just as armies do. I don't intend to rely on the Vander name on a battlefield such as this. I never expected for you of all people to cooperate with Duke Cayenne's scheming. What reason would possibly inspire you to raise your blade for his cause? raised a real tigress, didn't I? But you would do well not to assume victory is within your grasp. All units, assume the two-headed dragon formation. Limit the enemy's movement. Surround and annihilate them.
Citizens of Heimdall! Citizens of Heimdall! Traitors who wish harm upon His Majesty are approaching. Please remain inside until they have been eliminated. I repeat, please remain inside until they have been eliminated.
This is Corel Imperial Villa? It's gorgeous.
Hard to believe a place of such scenic beauty is so close to the capital.
Yeah, I didn't know a place this pretty was nearby either.
One company of Imperial Guardsmen and 2 armored cars approaching.
That didn't take long.
Class 7, Group A, advance towards the villa. Group B, keep watch on the situation up front while securing the area.
Yes, ma'am! Commence the operation! Group A, let's go!
Acknowledged!
Dad!
Reen? Is that really you?
It is! It's me! I'm so glad you're safe!
Are you hurt, Dad?
We are unfit to receive such kind words.
I'm just relieved to see everyone here is alright. That's far enough.
Altina!
You're the girl with the black combat shell.
I count 18 days since our last meeting, Reen Schwarzer, which would have been aboard the Pentagruel.
That's right. Did you know we were coming?
Affirmative. I received instructions from Lord Rufus to wait here for you.
Really never misses a beat, does he? Just who are you, anyway? That puppet of yours is just like Milliam's. You aren't sisters or something, are you?
In a sense, yes.
You couldn't be.
You don't look that much alike.
She would be the elder sister, while I would be the younger one. Do keep in mind that our purposes differ to some extent, however. I don't get it.
It sounds like there's more to the two of you than meets the eye.
I can't deny being curious about who you really are. Now isn't the time to get to the bottom of that. If you intend to stand in our way, then we intend to remove you by force!
Right. And sorry, but we won't be holding back.
Reen! I see no meaning in negotiating further, and while I remain partially reluctant, I will rely on the Society's contraptions for backup.
Those are the archaisms we ran into inside the Rhineford building.
Damn. Here comes trouble.
Good luck, everyone!
Black Rabbit Altina, model name OZ74. Commencing operation. Objective completed.
That black shell of hers is nothing like the one I used at the academy.
Yeah, I seriously doubt it would be possible to make that thing with modern technology.
Elise!
I'm so happy to see you again.
I'm sorry it took me so long to get to you. If I weren't so weak, you wouldn't have been stuck here worrying all this time.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to me one bit. All that matters now is that you're here with me. And besides, I know I've caused you no shortage of grief by being here.
Think nothing of it. Holding you in my arms makes carrying all the grief in the world worthwhile.
Oh, those two, I swear.
Someone's got a serious sister complex.
It's a touching sight, I'll admit.
What a truly inspiring bond they share.
It's good to see them together again. I'm glad to see you alive and well, Dad. Try not to tease me in front of the Imperial family, okay?
I see everything went as planned on your end.
Hey guys, looks like things went okay on your end too.
Indeed. I guess that takes care of the Imperial Guardsmen here.
Please, don't thank us. We simply did our duty as Erebonian citizens.
Besides, we wouldn't have been able to do anything alone. We only came this far because the whole academy was behind us.
Did I hear that right?
You attended Thor's as well, Your Majesty?
Come to think of it,
Where is the Crown Prince?
Yeah, I can't see that little cutie anywhere.
Fee, stop being so disrespectful.
Well,
That's all?
That's a little unsettling.
If you're looking for the Crown Prince, he's been escorted to the palace.
Valflame Palace? But why?
For what possible reason could he have been taken there? To cooperate in a ritual. Specifically, Duke Cayenne wishes to use the Crown Prince in a ritual, which will be conducted shortly.
Sounds like you've got a lot of juicy information you're going to be sharing with us.
My thoughts exactly. Fee! Milliam!
on it. Roger! Stay right where you are.
You're trapped now! I know little more about the ritual than you do. One thing I do know, however, is that you're too late to stop it from taking place.
Just how soon is this ritual?
What's going on?
Oh, this is like back in the classroom.
Where's it coming from?
I think it's from above us.
No, this can't be happening.
Emma?
What's wrong, Emma?
This song is the Hexen clan's most strictly forbidden incantation. A song to summon the Vermillion despair from the deepest darkness. Lucifin lead.
What's happening?
Your Majesty?
Thou art the Vermillion Emperor, keeper of 1,000 weapons, and ruler of the interval between heaven and hell. As a rightful descendant of the Guardians of the Blaze, I offer unto you this song of exaltation.
Yes! Yes! That wretched emperor may have halted my ancestors' ambition, but I will grant it in his place.
Sorry about this, Your Highness. Just bear with it a while longer until this is all over.
The space in front of us is distorting!
How splendid!
This could be fun.
So that's the infernal castle. It's just as the Black Records described it. But this time, only the Ashen awoke to do battle with the Azure. On that point, it's very different from before. I can't help but wonder what the outcome will be.
It's simply too early to tell. However, regardless of who wins, the Noble Alliance's victory is all but artfully displayed on a silver platter. We of Ouroboros will be able to advance our plans, and I will be able to grant my own wish. Let us be going, Grianos. We must guide this story to its grand finale. Would you care to accompany us, Your Excellency? If you come, I would be most delighted to prepare you a special seat.
A tempting offer, to be sure, but I'm afraid I'll have to decline. I'll leave the unseen side of this war to you and Duke Cayenne. I'm content to keep watch over the public face of it, whatever ends up coming to pass.
How very cold. Well then, I bid you adieu.
Whose ballad are you singing with that splendid voice of yours, I wonder? I don't suppose it matters. I have my own duty to attend to.
Rufus, what are you... And what is that giant castle? What should I have the ship do?
You needn't concern yourself with the castle. Leave that to me. Focus on our aerial defense as I instructed. The Crimson Wings will grace these skies soon enough, and I want you to be ready for them.
What is that?
Well, if you'll excuse me, my final mission still remains to be completed.
Sorry, she got away.
Oopsie! We were supposed to keep her there, weren't we?
It doesn't matter. She's the least of our worries now.
Just what is that building?
Is everyone all right?
Orbital engine and flight engine are both running at optimal levels here. We're ready for combat anytime.
I don't doubt the enemy's mothership will try and attack, but you just leave that to us.
Understood. Enlighten me on one detail before I go, if you will. Why exactly is Elise on the Courageous?
I know you don't approve of my being here, Rain, but please, allow me the privilege of at least watching over you. I won't ask to accompany you like your classmates, I promise.
That goes without saying. I know you can use a sword, but not anywhere near the level.
Alright, we get it.
We know you're worried about her, but try and see things from her side.
If I may be frank, we couldn't ask for a better way to keep you in check than having her on board.
For once, we're in agreement.
Damn you guys.
Thank you all for your support.
As if anyone in here could turn down those doe eyes of yours, Emily.
Remember, there are a lot of people here waiting for you to come home safely. So don't you dare do anything too rash.
I concur. You need something to restrain her.
You too, Valimar?
Afraid you're completely outnumbered, Reen. You're not going to change their minds, so you might as well just give up and accept fate.
Come on, Reen. You should know when to pick your battles at this point in the game.
Fine.
Thank you, Reen. And everyone else, too.
Honestly, oddly enough, I think that little exchange helped ease the tension around here.
There's a break in the clouds ahead. Coming out into Heimdall airspace!
Whoa! How can something like that exist?
That thing's gotta be like, what, 800 arch tall?
It's called the Infernal Castle. It once appeared during the War of the Lions as well.
And from there, it must have been sealed away by Dracos the Lionheart and the Lance Maiden.
What are they trying to do with it?
Look, there!
Dodge any attacks coming our way!
Aye, Captain.
Magic Knights!
I figured they'd show up.
Looks like Valimar and I will have to... Patrick! Celestine!
We'll be counting on you.
Good luck!
this rate, we might not have to actually do anything.
Sounds fine by me. Still, don't you think it's about time you stopped holding back?
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Oh dear! It looks like we may have to fight after all.
What's the world coming to when a guy can't even have a smoke in peace?
Well then, let's not keep them waiting!
Now's our chance. Take care, everyone! May Adios be with you all!
Right!
Courageous! Begin rapid ascent! We need to draw the enemy mothership's attention!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Way to go, Reen!
What great power.
Wait! What's that? Is that some sort of spiritual wall?
Yes, it's a spiritual barrier, and an incredibly powerful one at that.
Damn her!
Whoa!
Looks like it's not going to work.
If Valimar can't break through it, there's no way Lammy can!
Isn't there anything we can do?
I think there is.
Thanks to the Vermillion ore, I should be able to amplify my power and channel it through my sword. Can you do that, Valimar?
It is theoretically possible. Bear in mind, the burden will result in me being immobile for some time.
Sorry to ask, but let's do it!
Spirit unification!
Cool. It's just like what Crow did with Ordine.
Now, everyone, let's get inside!
Follow Reen's lead!
Understood.
Right!
Okay, now this is a final dungeon!
Words seem to have little meaning at this point.
Yeah. All we can do is steel ourselves and get moving.
Crow and the Azure Knight are in here, right?
Yes, and I'm almost certain Vida is too.
Duke Cayenne and the Crown Prince are likely accompanying them as well.
Zeno and Leo are probably waiting in ambush somewhere around here, I guess.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we met one or two Ouroboros enforcers along the way.
How are you holding up, Reen? Not too tired?
I'm fine, thank you.
I foresee several hours of rest being required. By my calculations, I should return to peak condition in time for the battle against the Azure Awakener.
Good to hear. All right, ready to get moving? This place carries its weight in history, with ties to both the Divine Knights and the War of the Lions. But that doesn't matter. Not now, anyway. All that matters is that you're here, and you have everyone back at the Academy behind you. No matter what you face here, never forget that.
Thank you, Instructor.
We won't. Well, with that said, Class 7, our mission is to investigate this strange castle and find a way to return things to normal. Remember, we're also here so we can carve out a future we've chosen for ourselves. And if we want Crow to be a part of that future, it's time we show him just how far we've come by being together. There's no turning back from here. So let's just keep moving forward.
Right.
Right! What is this place?
Feels kind of different from the rest of the castle. Could that be some sort of magical elevator?
I bet we can use that to go up to the next stratum.
Not if I have anything to say about it!
Well, look who finally showed up.
Some people never learn.
Oh hey! It's the creepy mask dude!
Ha ha! We last met aboard the Pantagruel, yes? How time flies. Truly, our reunion could not come about on a more spectacular stage.
The only thing spectacular here is your terrible taste. It is said that she, too, once challenged this legendary castle. There would be no greater honor for me than to be able to demonstrate my strength here.
She?
She's referring to the Steel Maiden, Ouroboros' 7th Angus. Although, there are some who speculate her to be St. Leanne Sandlot herself. But that's impossible!
Come to think of it, were we saved by someone similar to Saint Sandlot in Lohengrin Castle?
How can someone who was alive 250 years ago be alive now?
What nonsense.
Possibility did cross my mind, but...
Still, with a name like the Stahlritter, it's abundantly clear that inspiration was drawn from the Lance Maiden and her Eisenritter, if nothing else.
Indeed. She saw my potential and guided me in all her wisdom. Graciously ushered me to new heights few could ever hope to reach. Someone from a mere branch like the Arcade School could never hope to compare.
Interesting. The chance to face an opponent related to my life's goal is a gift I am rarely presented. Duvally, it would be an honor to test my skill against yours. Neither to prove the Arcade School is more than a branch, nor to defend its name. But simply so that together, we may both aspire to greater heights.
Laura, you're so awesome! That's our Laura. I can't help but feel she's won the duel before the battle's even begun.
I think you've chosen the wrong girl to pick a fight with this time.
Ugh! Stop staring at me like I'm some sort of naughty child! It's all very well to talk big, but it means nothing without strength to back it up.
If I may interject, a spectacular stage is nothing without a spectacular cast. What say you, Class 7, to settling things between us in one last performance? Ha-ha! It's a terrible shame I can't do the same with my worthy rival here and now. But there are certainly worse ways to pass the time than crushing the dreams of those with whom he placed his faith. Well, enough prattle. Shall we begin? You, with the power of an ogre, and you, the famous purple light. Show to me the beautiful emptiness that lies at the very depths of despair.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Don't hold back, because I certainly won't. On my name is the foremost knight of the Stahlritter, Duvally the Swift. You shall be defeated!
Ready your sword!
Class 7, let's get this done and keep moving.
Right!
We were victorious.
Yay! We won!
That was some fight.
We won, but just barely. They just didn't want to go down.
The strength of Ouroboros' prime members is not to be underestimated.
Well, you have aptly demonstrated that you can overcome despair. But alas, you may have been a little too unlucky with your opponent.
What are you...
This can't be happening. I couldn't have been defeated. The swordsmanship of the illustrious Steel Maiden could never be surpassed by this rabble. Impossible. Ridiculous. I won't let it happen!
This is what she is capable of?
So this is why they call her Duvalie the Swift.
She may not have a number among the enforcers, but it's most assuredly not for lack of skill. So long as her lord wills it, she'll fight till she's breathed her last. And with that, the first act was a most impressive performance. But now begins our second act of despair.
This isn't looking good. Oh, what can we do? They've got the advantage now. There's no way we're getting past them.
We need to find some way to turn this in our favor.
I'm afraid they have to bow out for now, but not to worry. The real stars of Act 2 have arrived.
That sounds like...
Could it be?
Come on, pay attention now.
Oh my!
They're fast!
Your Highness, Toval!
You came to help us?
If I didn't know you, I'd almost think you were there the whole time.
You had to have planned that.
Well, we weren't standing around waiting for the right time to make our grand entrance. I'll give you that much.
Speak for yourself. And if you must know, Class 7, the situation in Western Erebonia has finally turned in our favor. And as soon as it did, we made for the capital as fast as we could. Even so, we only just arrived.
Thank goodness for that.
We're grateful to have your support.
To think I would get the chance to face you here after all, Prince Olivert! The goddess has truly shined her light upon us. Or the devils have cast their shadows at the very least.
Ugh! Who cares about a debaucherous prince and some bracer who's only as good as his arts? If you're going to try and talk big, at least bring Mueller Vander with you.
Oh, but we did bring him.
Pardon?
Contrary to the inside, things weren't looking so hot out in front of the castle, so we asked him to stay out there and hold the line. His friend showed up to help too, so who wants to bet how long it'll take before they got everything under control?
His friend? You couldn't mean...
Witness the sword of a Vander!
Ladies and gentlemen of Thors, I've come to your aid. We should be able to handle everything here until reinforcements are...
You're finished!
Nice to see you made it, Nightheart. I heard they were keeping you busy over by the east exit. Didn't think you were going to show up so soon.
Brigadier General Wallace called for a temporary ceasefire in light of the current situation. Once I received permission from the Lieutenant General, I came here as fast as I could. I'm more surprised that you were able to make it this far into the city.
I'm only here because that idiot got it in his brain to burst in with his usual fanfare. But I left the babysitting duties to Tovar, so not to worry. I can give this battle my full attention.
Is that so? In that case, what would you say to a friendly wager? Say, which of us can take down more of these knights?
You're on. We haven't had one of those since our days in the same battalion.
Oh my! What a combination of chiseled physiques and battlefield camaraderie! Would you mind if I joined in the fun too?
Friend of yours, perhaps?
Let's just focus on fighting for now.
You just leave things here to us.
It looks like you've got quite the climb ahead of you. Rouse those fighting spirits of yours, and do what you can to save Cedric.
Yes, Your Highness!
We won't let you down!
Kick some ass, Toval.
Oh, good luck. Please, stay safe. Thanks, guys! Bye-bye!
You're not going anywhere!
Your Highness!
Right there with you. Arcus, activate!
Are they both casting arts at the same time?
What fun! How often does one get to do battle with two distinguished arts users at once? Then it seems I will have to demonstrate my proficiency with my own magic as well.
This is not the time to try and one-up each other! No! Come back here! Get back here, damn it!
Wow, talk about quick.
You've been advancing the castle at an impressive rate.
I suspected as much.
Fee.
I knew it was you two. I thought you were busy over in the west.
We were, but Duke Cayenne called us back here yesterday.
Fortunate, as that allows us this chance to settle things with you.
True.
You okay, Fee?
Don't worry about me. I've got no more hesitations. I want to know what happened a year ago. Why you all left me behind after the boss died. Where the others are. What they're doing now. I've wanted those answers for a long time. And today, I want you to give me them.
Well, I don't think it'd hurt to tell her something. She's made it this far. She deserves a reward, don't you think?
Perhaps so. The reason we left you behind was because that was the boss's will.
His will?
Before he went to settle things with the Red Constellation's war god, he gave us a message. He told us, if he died in that battle, we should get you out of the core once and for all.
As you may be aware, the boss was opposed to you being an active part of the core from the start. I imagine he thought it was a good time to stop you from remaining a part of it any longer.
He'd also figured out that the guild got wind of his duel, so he told us to try and make sure the Purple Lightning would find you and take you in.
It's hard to believe we're talking about the leader of a major Jaeger Corps here.
He fits the profile in his file, all right. Well, more like it doesn't even do him justice.
He's a man worthy of his title for bearing so much concern for his subordinates.
Boy, did I get played. Never guessed all that was his plan when I took her under my wing. He always was the clever sort.
As for the other question, the one about where the others are and what they're doing,
that we can't answer. Surely that comes as no surprise. You're no longer part of the core. Outsiders have no business being kept abreast of our internal affairs.
Still, if you really want to know, you could always beat it out of us. That's how us Jaegers do business, right?
Back before I joined Class 7, I always had to rely on others to protect me. When I was left wandering battlefields with nowhere to go, I only survived because the boss cared for me. When I fought battle after battle for the core, I only lived to see another day because of the things you two taught me. And when you left me behind, I only got by because Sarah rescued me. One misstep was all it would have taken for me to lose my way. But ever since enrolling at the academy, I've finally been able to work towards changing that. Now I'm no longer completely reliant on others. I can stand on my own 2 feet. I've become someone capable of protecting the family I treasure, instead of hopelessly being protected by them. And I was able to prove that too. Because when I was separated from everyone this time, I was able to fight to take them, and everything else I lost, back again.
Fee.
You sure did. I'm not the girl you knew anymore. I'm no longer a child who can't do anything alone, who can't decide anything for herself. It doesn't matter if it's the academy or the core. If it's to protect what I care about, I'll strive every day to get stronger and stronger. Not because becoming stronger to earn what you want is the way of a Jaeger, but because it's my way as an individual.
And don't you forget it!
Well said, Fee.
Well, I'll be. Hard to believe how much that little pipsqueak from back then's grown.
The boss seems to have got his wish, although I doubt even he foresaw how far you would come.
What terrifying battle auras.
So, what do you say? Show us you can flap with your own wings instead of just being coddled in the nest.
As for the rest of you, you can show us whether you have the strength to surpass us and step farther inside.
Gladly.
Commencing hostilities. Let's take him out. Understood.
They're not known as some of the strongest Jaegers around for nothing.
What incredible power!
We may be enemies, but I can't help but be filled with admiration.
I can see why their threat level's down as level 5 now.
Who'd have thought that a bunch of kids would be able to corner us like this?
This could be quite an enjoyable battle after all.
What?
Black battle auras.
We can answer your question from earlier, but I'm afraid our contract forbids us from letting you go any farther.
We've got our pride as a Jaeger Corps, you know. So long as we live, you ain't taking a single step past us.
War cry?
Ugh, I knew they were strong, but not this strong.
I don't think I have a choice here.
We made it just in time.
Shall we go on the offensive?
What?
Wait, huh?
The hell?
Sharon? Claire, you're here!
Oh, look! It's my two favorite people.
It's so wonderful to see you again.
I'm pleased to see everyone as well. It took some time to catch up to you.
Haha! Well, look who decided to show up.
The severing chains and the icy maiden. We couldn't pray to the goddess for two people more worthy of our time.
We'll handle them! Keep going!
Leave everything to us.
Thank you.
We appreciate your support.
I'm sure you two will hold your own just fine.
Can't say I ever wanted to end up indebted to either of you, but I owe you guys a beer.
Just be careful, okay? The same to you, my lady. See ya, Claire!
Stay sharp, Lillian.
Fee! The others in the Corps are doing just fine. They're acting separately from us right now, to bring back the boss.
What?
What?
Go onward! The next foe you face is the strongest of all. Don't let your guard down for even a second.
Here we are.
I think we're at the end of this stratum.
I feel as though we've just stepped into an ancient temple of some description.
Oh, look! There's the elevator over there! Someone's here.
We all know you're there, so you can come right on out. McBurn be almighty conflagration.
We saw each other at the Duke's fortress, right? Bet you're as psyched as I am to have been dragged out to a place like this.
You got that right.
If you don't want to be here, then you can get out of our way and leave. Enforcers are pretty much allowed to do whatever they want in Ouroboros, right?
What do you mean, whatever they want?
I do recall Sharon saying something along those lines. Boy, you guys get way too much freedom. I guess I can't talk, though.
What a peculiar organization.
Well, I could, I guess. I've got about zero interest in anything you kids are fighting for. And I'm not Erebonian, so not like it matters to me who wins the war either. I've just got one order of business to take care of, then I'll be happy to get out of your faces.
And what would that be?
You've got the purple lightning with you, but we can have fun some other time. Reen Schwarzer, get your divine knight in here.
What?
Are you planning on trying to defeat him all by yourself?
What? But that's ludicrous. That's exactly what I'm planning. Don't get me wrong, I'm kinda curious about what your powers can do now. But I shouldn't need to hold back at all in a one-on-one against that giant hunk of metal. So come on, don't be shy. Hurry up and call him.
He's serious. This is nuts.
Don't listen to him! Remember your battle with the Azure Awakener! You won't have that chance if you call him now!
Yeah, I know. You're strong. It's frighteningly clear how much your abilities are in a whole different league to the rest of us. I doubt there's anything in this world that it can't incinerate.
Well, you're right. Still want to try your luck against me?
That's right. I'd be a fool to think we can completely defeat you. But I have every reason to believe we can cleave open a path past you. On behalf of everyone who's ever placed their faith in us, we will overcome, no matter how strong a demon you are.
It would be an honor to test my blade against you.
Guess I shouldn't hold back one bit.
As long as we're together, nothing will stand in our way. Time to show you the full power of Zephyr's crafts. Go on, Lammy! Show him what you can really do!
I shall demonstrate all the pride the Alberean name has to offer.
Okay. If that's how you want to do it. So let's knock it off with the tired one-liners and get down to business. You can do all the talking you want after.
Don't be afraid. Class 7, our objective is to force our way past him.
Make sure you all have combat links enabled. We're going to need them to stand a chance.
Understood.
His strength is immense.
He isn't known as one of the strongest in Ouroboros for nothing.
In a whole different league is right.
Damn, this is good. Looks like you guys will do just fine. Who cares what Abyss and Steel have planned? I've been struggling to find someone ever since that idiot Luve went and kicked it.
Luve? Lenhart the Blade Lord?
I can't wait to see how much I have to turn up the heat to take you kids out.
What? How?
This is what you meant by all of you? Get out of the way!
He really is the blazing demon. His power's beyond comprehension.
Can he even be defeated by human hands?
How can anyone be this strong?
I don't like doing it, but it's better than us all dying here. Heed my call! Valor!
That won't be necessary. Take this! Shining Phoenix Flash!
Viscount Arsene!
Father!
I see I arrived not a moment too soon. I'm proud of you for withstanding his assault like that.
Your lordship!
I think I'm in love. I mean, thank you for coming.
Sarah, stop thinking out loud.
That's the Radiant Blade Master for you!
Thank goodness you're here.
The Radiant Blade Master, Victor S. Arsene. How could I forget there was always one guy around here worth my time? Well, no matter how skilled he might be, your sword isn't going to be enough to defeat me. Well, you don't need me to tell you that.
right.
What? Is that a sword?
It's a sword from a higher plane. No,
It's called the demonic sword Anbar. It was paired with the sword Kernfighter that Luven used way back when. But the two of us go so well together that it ends up looking a little more something like this.
Whoa!
Black flames. Alright. You ready to get started? Even if it's so damn obvious you're not gonna win. Not with my power. How naive. Me?
The Galan, Charles.
No blade could be more worthy of this duel than the one wielded by my ancestor.
Power is but an extension of oneself. And what is a sword if not power wrought in steel? I can't deny that your unnatural power far surpasses what I can call forth. But ultimately, it's not the might of one's blade, but will and strength of spirit that decide the battle. And so they shall, here and now!
Have it your way! Your will is just one more thing I can burn to cinders. Together with your sword and that wing of light around it!
Don't make me laugh!
As if I'm watching a clash between entire armies. I don't think there's any weapon in the army with that much power. I don't think even Lammy could block attacks that strong.
We have no place in a battle between those who transcend the limits of ordinary humans.
Go now! There are more important matters for you to take care of.
Now's our chance. Let's get to the elevator.
Very well.
There's another elevator.
That must lead us to the castle's highest point, the Vermillion throne. What should we do?
The only thing we can do. This marks the end of our investigation. We can't go onward with just us, though. We need to call the others. Class 7's only truly complete when all of us are together. It wouldn't be right to have them wait downstairs while we finish things up.
Of course. Agreed. Would kind of be weird if half of us were missing from the final showdown, yeah.
No matter the outcome, our journey ends here.
It's tempting to feel nostalgic about how far we've come at this point, but that can wait until we're celebrating our victory.
Well, just make sure you're completely ready before stepping onto it.
He really came.
Welcome all to our Tales Grand Finale.
We're here, Crow. Hard to believe it's been less than 3 weeks since we last met.
You're telling me. You all look so grown up now. All those ordeals you put yourself through have paid off in spades.
That's certainly one way to look at it. As much as I hate to admit it, I doubt we could win against you otherwise.
The trials we faced brought us together and made us stronger. I couldn't be more pleased with what we had to do to come this far.
I was finally able to move forward too. So yeah, I like to think I grew up a bit.
A lot of stuff's changed, but you guys ain't one of them.
And that's not all. We're here on behalf of Toa, Angelica, and George, too. I promised them I'd bring you back and force you to graduate with them. And it's a promise I intend to keep.
Oh man, give me a break. You're telling me you've done all that and it still hasn't dawned on you. Get it through your thick skull, it's not gonna happen.
That's not true, Crow. Those who are confronted with impossible odds can choose to react in one of two ways. Abandon hope and accept a pitiful fate, or cling to that hope and forge ahead, overcoming any and all that life throws their way. That's what it... Vida.
She's absolutely right.
Maybe we are just young and naive. But if anything, I feel that it was our youth and naivete that allowed us to come this far to begin with.
And we've done it without losing a single member along the way, carrying the hopes of everyone we've met with us. I'd say that's pretty amazing, wouldn't you?
And for that, I don't see any harm in dreaming of the tomorrow that we all want to come. No one can say that the chances of it happening are zero after all.
And all things considered, I'm in something of a difficult position as well. So I sincerely hope you don't think yourself some special snowflake compared to the rest of us.
Yeah, join the club. My background's all weird too. So spit it out. Tell us what you really want. You can deal with all the crappy stuff later.
Honestly.
You may have joined the Academy to stop people from working out your true identity, sure. But you made a big mistake by letting yourself get wrapped up with a bunch of softies like Class 7.
Yeah, no kidding. You guys would haunt me to the ends of the earth, wouldn't you?
My, what a touching spectacle. You work tirelessly to pursue the impossible together. You lose yourself in the passion of the moment. Innocence truly is the privilege of the young.
Duke Cayenne.
Oh, that's His Highness the Crown Prince. He's been blindfolded.
Have you no shame?
And what's that huge red thing behind him?
That's the Vermillion Knight, Testarossa. It was sealed away under the capital a long time ago, and it was responsible for countless calamities.
It's often referred to as the demon which wields 1,000 weapons. And to expand on what Emma said, the ones who supposedly sealed it away were Drycles the Lionheart and the Lance Maiden.
Ha ha! It certainly was. And the only ones capable of rousing it from its slumber are descendants of the Honor bloodline. Thus, why His Highness has so graciously chosen to cooperate with us.
Duke Cayenne, surely you realize how utterly disrespectful you are being.
I have a little dream of my own, you see. A dream my ancestor was unable to reach in his lifetime. One that I will make a reality in his place.
A dream?
What ancestor?
Wait, was this ancestor alive during the War of the Lions?
Precisely! Emperor Orthros Raise Arno, born to the first of the Emperor's secondary wives, the daughter of a duke. He occupied Heimdall at the time of the War of the Lions, but fell to Drycles and became known as the False Emperor, and I inherit his blood.
Possible. I had no idea that the Cayenne family were descendants of the False Emperor.
Hardly a surprise. When the war came to a close, that truth was buried. I suppose it was Emperor Drycles' way of trying to avoid any further conflict among the nobles. But not a day, not one day in all these years has my family forgotten the sheer humiliation. And so I dreamed of a future where I would take back the Vermillion Knight and this infernal castle. The proofs of ownership over this city that Emperor Orthros had disgracefully stripped away.
That's all? You occupied Heimdall and started a civil war, and that's your reason?
Well, the Chancellor's death was desirable regardless, and the Society's diva provided invaluable assistance. The Imperial Liberation Front proved to be serviceable pawns. The Azure Awakener managed to awaken his knight. The time was right in all regards. Only a fool would idly watch this moment pass. I did intend to operate the Vermilion Knight myself, but as I feared, only those of direct descent are capable of doing so. And yet it matters not. I have everything I need to return this city to its original, rightful form as His Highness's guardian. And once my will is done, I shall restore order to Erebonia, returning it to the way it once was and always should have been. That is my ambition. My family's destiny.
What nonsense.
He doesn't care about anyone but himself.
I'm afraid I can't even pretend to care about your ambitions. It's not my place to decide how Erebonia should be run, and I'm not here to lecture you on your ancestors' transgressions.
Oh?
We have our own ambitions. We're here because we promised Princess Alphen and Prince Olivert that we would rescue their brother from your clutches. And if putting a stop to your dream is what it takes to save His Highness the Crown Prince, then that's exactly what we'll do.
You impudent little...
I think everyone has said their piece now.
You won't be going back on your word to let us handle this part, right?
Huh. Do as you wish. It should provide some light entertainment until the ritual is complete. I expect to be amused.
We could skip right to using our knights, but might as well savor the moment while we still can, right? So for the opening act, I'll fight you as I am now. Crow versus Class 7.
Crow.
Very well.
And I'll be fighting alongside him. Seeing as how you have the famed purple lightning with you, it wouldn't be much of a fair fight otherwise.
Aw, you flatter me. Sadly, I trust your idea of a fair fight about as much as I trust me missing a point-blank shot.
Oh, do excuse me. Emma, I want you to fight with everything you have. We'll see whether you have the resolve necessary to shoulder a witch's burden.
Don't worry, I will. Not because of the duty I've been given, but to demonstrate the limitless potential I've found within myself.
As the last remaining member and leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, I'm gonna make our very last fight one to remember.
And as the one tasked with guiding you to the end, I think it's time I did just that.
A combat link?
They can do that?
It makes no difference to us. Class 7, ready yourselves! Because combat link or not, I know we'll triumph! Right!
Oh my. I didn't see this coming.
What'd I tell you? Don't underestimate my classmates. They're a tough crowd for being all dreams and sunshine.
So they are.
Crow!
Vita!
Enough of this nonsense! I need not remind you how if you were to lose against them, our contract would...
Butt out, you.
I beg your pardon?
Alright, let's wrap this up. This is it, Reen. You ready for the finale?
Ready? I was waiting on you. Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight! Acknowledged.
This is a battle between Awakeners. None should interfere. She's right. All we can do is watch.
It's frustrating to be unable to help. If we must.
We'll just have to put our trust in Reen.
Is that the sword you forged from Vermillion ore? Pretty impressive. Guess I don't have to hold back anymore. What, you getting cold feet or something?
Yeah, I think I am. Regardless of whether I win or I lose, this is the end. And I can't help but get this nagging feeling like things will never be the same between us after this. That's what I'm afraid of.
Don't act so spoiled! The future you want is only gonna happen by making the most of the present. Whatever happened to dragging me back to the academy and forcing me to graduate?
You're right. This time, I'm not going to hold back. This isn't a fight for this nation's future. It's got nothing to do with our classmates. This is a fight for me. Right now, all that matters to me is surpassing you.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Divine Knights are all about power, pure and simple. You shouldn't have to think about your feelings. They should just be a part of you. And just as a blacksmith pours his soul into forging a stronger sword, you should use those feelings to strengthen your resolve. Okay, we've talked long enough. Let's go. I won't let anyone interfere. This is going to be our final battle.
That's exactly how I want it to be. We'll fight until we can fight no more. Until our strength runs dry and our souls burn out!
See? I knew you could do it! And now that we're even, let's settle this! You're on!
No way!
He did it?
He won?
Yep, I think the victor is clear. The battle goes to Reen.
Yes, he did it!
He really won.
I'm so happy.
Unbelievable!
You fought splendidly, Reen.
Hey, get hold of yourself!
It's okay. I'm fine.
Reen!
Hey guys, thanks for believing in me. It means a lot.
Of course we did.
It was pretty nerve-wracking, though.
Still, I knew that you would be able to win if you put your heart into it.
Indeed. I felt the same way.
You two were in your own little world, you know.
True. I don't think we could have interfered even if we wanted to.
Where'd you pull all those cheesy lines from, anyway?
How inspiring! I won't let anyone interfere, and we'll fight until our souls burn out,
Have you ever considered, I don't know, reading the atmosphere?
Man, I love you kids.
You should take it easy for now. You've lost quite a lot of mana.
Honestly, it's got nothing to do with our classmates, he says. And then what does he do? He goes and pulls off Arcus links with them perfectly mid-battle. Kinda contradicting yourself, don't you think?
Yeah, maybe. I didn't do it on purpose, though. I just did it unconsciously. I guess all their feelings have become a part of me at this point. My classmates, Valomar's, probably even yours, Crow.
Now isn't that something?
Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. You reach the point where you can feel others as a part of yourself. Congrats on getting a glimpse of the true heights of swordsmanship.
No, it's a little hard to describe. It was almost as if I was dreaming. I just did it without thinking. I'm not sure I would be able to do the same thing again, to be honest.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, Reen.
Well, there's a letdown.
Honestly, I couldn't agree more.
Oh well.
Seems like you've still got a long way to go before reaching those heights, much like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't need to laugh that much.
I swear, there's no room for debate with you, is there? You beat me. Fair and square. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Sorry about this, Vida. After you did so much for me, I ended up letting you down.
Oh, don't trouble your pretty head over that. True, this wasn't what I had in mind, but I'm perfectly content with happy endings.
What?
Enough of this! What is the meaning of this, witch? Do you mean to suggest that is all you intend to do?
Oh, I forgot he was there.
Duke Cayenne?
Yeah, same here. Totally forgot.
From the beginning, the Society's objective was to prepare this stage for its participants. I seem to recall telling you I had no interest in anything other than the battle between Azure and Ashen. Did you forget, perhaps?
Vida? But what was the point in this battle to begin?
Silence! You will be silent! If that's how you want to be, then I'll simply have to do things my own way!
He can't mean...
Wait! Don't do it!
Come now, Your Highness. The time has come to rule with force. Let the ancient Arnor blood course feverishly through your veins.
No! Please! Please!
Your Highness!
You monster! How could you?
No! It sucked him in.
What the?
This can't be! The calamity that appeared 250 years ago, with the Testarossa as its core.
The Vermillion apocalypse.
Well, don't just stand there. You know some way to deal with this, don't you?
Don't look at me! Though I guess this is no time to be feigning ignorance. These red spirit veins around us are meant to siphon mana. Focus your energy and stay vigilant, and you should be able to mitigate the effects to some extent.
I see.
Makes sense.
In that case, everyone, take a deep breath and gather your energy in your abdomen.
And stay focused. This isn't over yet.
In the surrounding area from above.
Right. Courageous! All engines at maximum output!
Oh, Adios. Please watch over them.
demonic god with 1,000 weapons! The absolute ruler, given form by Emperor Orthros 250 years ago!
What power! No! At this rate, the protective field isn't going to last much longer! You fool! This was the one thing I forbade you to do!
Vita, can you help me make an opening?
An opening? With that enhancement technique?
Yep, the same one you used on me in that trial 3 years back. You think it'll work?
It's worth a try.
Chrome?
You got something in mind?
I think so. Vita and I are gonna try to make an opening so you can get closer. Once we've done that, try and hold out against it as much as you can.
You can do that?
If you can, please do!
We're done for if we don't try something. So I say go for it.
Still, it sounds like all that's going to do is delay the inevitable.
We're going to need something more decisive to turn the tides in our favor.
Of course, the Divine Knights!
If you combine their strength, we could actually make it through this thing!
Now you're thinking. If we can hold out till they've recovered a good chunk of mana, victory's as good as ours. After that, all we gotta do is separate the core, Crown Prince Cedric's from the rest of the body.
No sweat! We can do this!
Right! Without him, it shouldn't be able to remain in this dimension any longer.
Not like we got any better options.
Okay, let's go. Vita, Crow, we're counting on you.
Leave it to us.
We won't disappoint. Grianos, Celine, would you two mind helping?
Fine if I have to.
Oh, azure breath, which arises from the abyss. Reside within his blade, and cleave through the vermilion flames.
Take this! Deadly Cross!
Now's our chance!
Class 7, let's go!
Right!
My regeneration is complete as well. Climb inside, Crow.
Alright, let's do this! Is that?
That's its core, with the Crown Prince in it. I'll clear a path. You focus on rescuing them.
Got it! I'm fine. It barely scratched me. You keep going. You're the only one who can save him now. So don't you dare look back. Right. 8 leads, 1 blade, 7 forward. And let its domination! He's exhausted, but his life doesn't appear to be in any danger.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of mana, but nothing that would prove fatal. He'll be alright with some rest. Thank goodness.
That's a relief.
That's our mission complete. We recovered the other one of this nation's greatest treasures.
This can't be.
I can't believe how wrong this has gone. I can't imagine the Grandmaster is going to be very pleased with me when I get back.
The Grandmaster?
That's Ouroboros' leader, right?
The very same. The only absolute figure to we Anguis. The supreme existence carrying out the Orpheus final plan, who will guide the souls of all.
The souls of all?
I don't get it.
So
that's why you broke the taboo and left 7 years ago. That's right. I became a guide for the second part of the Grandmaster's plan, known as the Phantasmal Blaze Plan. A plan to use the Hollow Phantasm in Crossbell to awaken the blaze in the Empire. Regardless, thanks to you and Crow, I was able to advance it. Crow?
What?
I can't sense any mana from inside.
And that vast hole.
That must be from where he was pierced during the battle. No!
Crow? This isn't happening.
I'll heal you right away! Help me, Celine.
I'm on it!
Luxurium Securi Eum!
Man, same place I shot Osborne, too. Karma's a bitch, huh?
Crow, you don't have to talk.
Sorry, Reen. Looks like I won't be able to keep that promise after all. Till Angelica and George are gonna have to.
It's okay. It doesn't matter right now.
We need to stop the blood!
It's hopeless, isn't it?
I'm afraid so. He's been pierced through the heart. Even our witchcraft won't be enough. The most I can do is make it as painless as possible. It's not working!
Thanks, Emma. And you, Kitty. At least this way, I can say my goodbyes.
Crow?
No.
No, don't talk like that.
I swear, you're such a spoiled kid sometimes. Elliot, that concert was really fun. Keep on loving music. As much as I loved yours. Elisa, try and get along with your mom, alright? You've got your differences, but at least she's still alive to talk to you.
Okay.
Machias, Eustace, stay good rivals for one another, okay? The Empire might change with the times, but you two should always be the same.
Of course we will. I refuse to accept him as a friend, but I'll accept him as a worthy rival.
Laura, Fee, Gaius, Millium, a lot's happened this
past year, but I really enjoyed getting to know you. So, thanks.
We should be the ones thanking you.
It's been fun for me too.
You've been a wonderful classmate and comrade. Thank you for everything.
I know I'm an Ironblood, but it was real fun for me too.
Sarah, thanks for everything. These last 2 years, and Vita. A lot's happened between us. But I'm glad I had you there.
You were as much of a model student as I was a model teacher. But still.
I should be the one thanking you.
Hey now. What's with the long faces?
What?
You're all going to be in for some tough times ahead. I can't go any farther now. But you can. So keep going forward. Relentlessly. Without looking back. As long as you do, I'm sure.
No! This can't be happening.
That fool.
Students aren't supposed to have to die before their instructors.
Spare me the sentimental drivel! Damn it all! How could I lose the Azure Chevalier at a time like this? Why must I be surrounded by nothing but disappointments? And that goes for you too, Witch, and your useless society!
How dare you!
What do you think you're doing?
I gave him my favor, and this is how he chooses to repay me? By standing in the way of my ambition? I should never have wasted my time on that waif from a fallen country to begin with.
You utter scum.
Please, don't speak of him that way.
You're terrible.
Duke Cayenne, you will unhand him. If you continue this shameful behavior a moment longer, then I will be forced to respond in kind.
Your part in this is over, Witch.
Vita! Grianos?
Rufus?
What's he doing here?
Oh, of course! I still have you! Thank goodness you're here, Rufus! You did come to help me, didn't you?
As a commoner might put it, in your dreams.
What?
Target in sight.
What are you?
Target restrained.
What's going on? What's she doing?
Well done. You've behaved disgracefully toward the Imperial family and brought a calamity upon the innocent people of the capital. We may both fly the banner of the Noble Alliance, but I'm afraid I can't turn a blind eye to your misdeeds any longer. As the Alliance's Chief of Staff and a citizen of Erebonia, I hereby place the two of you under arrest.
No!
I see. It all makes sense now. I thought something was amiss about you from the very beginning. I just couldn't work out where you had gotten that girl from the Black Workshop. But it seems that all this time, you were just waiting for your chance, weren't you?
Why, whatever do you mean?
Vita?
None of this is making any sense.
Oh, I get it now.
Millium?
What do you get?
Oh boy. I feel really stupid now. I can't believe it took me this long to figure out. You're one too, right?
Yeah, it sure looks that way.
Thank you for rescuing His Highness.
Yeah, sounds like things were a real mess in here.
Captain Claire? Captain Arundel?
Wait, then...
Now I get it.
It can't be. All this time, you were an Ironblood?
The group's primary member, in fact. Though that secret was, until very recently, kept between myself and His Excellency the Chancellor. The others knew there was a primary member, but were never told who it was.
Pretty much what he said. You should have seen my face when I found out earlier.
Wow, even you couldn't figure it out?
What is the meaning of all this? The successor to one of the 4 great houses is the former Chancellor's protege? Why? Your high position in the Noble Alliance was secured. It was only a matter of time before you became the next Duke Alberea. Why reveal this now? What could you possibly have to gain from professing your allegiance to a dead man?
He would gain nothing, which is why it's rather fortunate I'm very much alive.
Ah! No!
No way.
Impossible.
Gramps?
I'm pleased to see you again, Milliam. Greetings to you as well, Class 7. And to your esteemed instructor. And to you, Your Grace.
You! How are you still alive?
How indeed. Perhaps the years have dimmed your eyesight, or perhaps I had a body double. Whatever the truth may be, I think that's the least of your worries right now. All you need to know is that our loyal ally, Rufus Alberea, will be bringing the situation in Erebonia under control. And he'll do so with minimal conflict, while ensuring that the Noble Alliance's power is deeply diminished. That was the task I entrusted to him, and in that he shall not fail me.
As ever, it's an honor to serve you, Your Excellency.
This is a dream. This has to be a dream.
As obsessed as Crow was with making it happen, I had a feeling all along you weren't really dead.
Did you really know?
You made it quite clear that you were someone not to be underestimated, back when we were working with you regarding the situation in Liberl.
I'm afraid I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
I'm amazed you can say that with a straight face.
You're referring to those steam tanks and dealing with the aftermath of the Hommel incident, I take it?
But I could never have predicted you would have taken a branch of the 13 factories under your control. What exactly do you plan to do?
Is that not obvious? I'm taking over that phantasmal blaze plan of yours. And my first order of business will be sorting out the mess you left in Crossbell. I'll allow you to leave this time, witch. Slink back to your master and the rest of that brood of serpents and tell them, if they even think of trying to stand in my way, I'll crush them beneath my heel.
Vita? Wait! I'm
sorry you had to see me like that. Give my regards to the Elder. And I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused you all. Please, take good care of Crow for me.
You...
Vida. She could have at least given us a chance to speak as well.
You've all done excellent work. Icy Maiden, White Rabbit, Scarecrow, and you, Jade.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I'm overjoyed to see that you're alive.
Can't say I honestly thought you were dead in the first place.
Well, if anyone could survive being shot through the chest, it'd be you, so I did wonder.
I don't imagine you intend to reveal your secret to cheating death, do you?
And rob you of such a splendid conundrum to puzzle over. This castle will return to its original form within a few hours, but our work is far from over. I'll be giving all of you new assignments. As always, I expect only the best from each of you.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Man, things are about to get busy.
I wonder what I should do.
Rufus, I want the situation here resolved within the week. As soon as you have things under control, move forward with the occupation of Crossbell.
What?
With pleasure, Your Excellency.
I'm not trying to tell you the Chancellor was evil or anything. Still, there's no denying that he managed to outwit my grandfather. I'd say it's fairly normal for a student to want to avenge his master's defeat, wouldn't you? Man, same place I shot Osborne, too. Karma's a bitch, huh? Here we go.
Rain, don't!
That's really not a good idea!
Why? Why are you still alive? Crow shot you! You're supposed to be dead! But in the end, he couldn't avenge his grandfather. He didn't get revenge on you. Was everything he did? Was his whole life for nothing?
Reen.
Rain.
That's enough. Just as you have your reasons that guide your actions, so too does His Excellency. And I believe you factor into those reasons more than you might think.
What?
Reen, I pray you grow up strong and healthy. Oh, Adios, if you're listening, hear me now. Please allow this child. I see you finally remembered the truth. I'm glad to finally see you again, my son. You've grown into a fine young man. Indeed, the Empire will soon know of the Ashen Chevalier, the hero whose brave deeds allowed us to reclaim the capital. And who better to assist me than a national hero?
てしない行く先に僕ら約束を交わそうたとえも二度と会えないとしても I remember you 八色の花が咲く頃で会い夏の空星数えたね深くなる秋と同じ速さで近づいてゆくよ互いの距離に戸惑いながら打ち明けた夢生い立ち生まれたことさえ知らない二人が絆結んでく不思議愛しているとか言葉じゃなく感じている響き合うそのことを一つになる今別れの時手を振る君の涙胸に焼き付けておくよたとえも二度と会えないとしても I remember you 八色の花は知っていたのか出会いの先に待つもの再び咲くためその日